All right, thank you everyone so much for waiting. We've finally got all the tech issues worked out, so the run is about to begin. But before I give it over to the runners, I quickly want to get one more donation in. We got a €3 donation by Bamboo Shadow with no comment, but thanks so much for the donation.
Mike's live.
All right. Yeah, we're live.
Yeah.
So we're gonna play a game that's called Lufia 2: Rise of Sinisterals, or it was released in the Netherlands as Lufia. And when you finish the game twice, you unlock a special optional game mode, which is basically an optional dungeon from the main story, which is the Ancient Cave. We try to beat the Ancient Cave as quickly as possible and get to the final boss, and then win. And the rest we will explain.
Yep.
Right now, we will need I would say the 2 winning names, right?
I'll give you the top 2 that got for the naming incentive. So the number 1 option was RC, capital R, capital C.
That's real critical.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the one in second place is Werewolf, which is basically lowercase w, lowercase r, lowercase
all lowercase, okay.
all lowercase W-O-E-F. Yeah, there
Like
we go.
that, yeah.
Thanks everyone so much for donating for that.
All right. Then we need to know the capsule monster. That is.
Let me quickly make sure that that's all up to date, because donations have been flowing in and I've almost lost track of what's happening. But let me make sure that I've got the most up-to-date capsule monster choice, and it's actually Zappy.
Yeah!
Yeah.
What fish?
I can live with Zappy. Zappy is since a short time the meta, so we can live with that, right?
Yeah.
We can make it work.
Great.
Because
starts.
it was a little. For a long time, Flash was in the lead, but actually last minute, 2 more donations got in. We got a €6.66 donation by Creekspire saying Zappy, not Flash. Zappy. And also we got a €3.50 donation by W Reflect saying King of the Sea. Thank you so much for those donations.
Shout outs to Creekspire, W Reflect, and Shadow Killer.
Yeah, the whole Ancient Cave.
Yeah, the entire Ancient Cave community is watching right now, so they're gonna judge us. They're gonna meme the entire chat. So
yeah, when we're
Don't
going back
ban
to the
them.
Discord, then
yeah,
whew.
don't ban them. It's fine. That's what we usually do. So when either one of us makes a tiny mistake, it's the end of the world. Like,
Yep.
oh my god. But yeah, I'm ready.
Yes, let's go.
Yeah. Okay. Then we need a countdown.
Yes, so 3, 2, 1, go.
So I will be playing with a normal any percent team, which is Guy, Decker, and Artie. Guy and Decker are really tanky. It was Zappy. They are really tanky, and Artie is really fast with some good magic. And Decker also has the ability. Well, his unique weapon is the strongest weapon that we can have for the boss fight.
Yep.
And Artie has some other great item checks. I'm sorry, I shake my leg quite a bit. So if that hits the cable, then you guys are gonna hear that.
So for the people who don't know Ancient Cave yet, everything is basically randomized. So you have to think the floors are randomized, the items we get per floor are randomized, the amount of enemies we get are randomized. The only thing we know beforehand is like we know which enemies will spawn on floors, but we don't know the quantities. So that's bear that in mind. It's always learn how to adapt. That's actually the whole game.
So at the start you will, well, me anyway, but I imagine Shuri as well, see us kill a couple of enemies to get some levels in, because levels are actually really important.
Yeah.
Open up a bunch of chests, like mostly the easily accessible chest, but maybe even go a little bit out of the way, even though we found the staircase.
Yeah, exactly.
We can only go down, by the way, so once you've left a floor, then you can't return. So you gotta strategize accordingly. So I got a floor which was just a hallway with nothing in it. so except for one monster. So I'm I don't really like that at this point, but
Yeah. Normally when I play this in a non-marathon setting, I just go balls to the wall and just go for it without any levels. But in a marathon setting, you have to be very safe. Also, like, our estimate is very high for that reason, because we are in a marathon setting.
yeah, my personal best is in 1 hour and 6 minutes. I'm really pushing for that sub 1. Nice. I'm really pushing for that sub 1, but I haven't been lucky yet. This is a blue chest, by the way. It has a different item pool than the normal red chest, and they are also much more rare. So it had a C ring in it, which
Not too bad.
increases my agility. And agility is, next to attack, probably the most important stat that you can have. So I'm really happy with that find.
Yeah, I agree. It's one of the best stats.
Yeah, it's not the best item I can find, but I'm not gonna complain about that. I was talking about something else before I was interrupted by the blue chest. I don't remember what that was.
It was about not getting the sub 1 hour here yet.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pushing for the sub 1 hour, but
It's a hard task.
It's hard. You need to be. Obviously, there's like it's like 80% skill, but you need that like 20% luck as well.
Yeah. If you do not find the gate, hey, wake me up.
So I was talking about a certain incentive that every Iris treasure that I would find, I would donate €5. Then I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do it because I'm not gonna find an Iris treasure anyway. Guess what? So that's €5 into the cookie jar. Sadly. Shuri didn't want to join though. So.
Well, I already donated quite a lot.
Yeah,
during the
I
whole
haven't
marathon,
yet, so that's my excuse. Iris treasures, yeah. Shall we talk about those, Shuri?
Yeah, go ahead. You have the world record, so.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Oh yeah, wait.
Wait, I got the world record. There's a certain guy not sitting here anymore. He would probably show up if he listens right now. He used to have the world record, now I do. So we've been like in a tug of war, going back and forth a little bit. So, when you kill the final boss at floor 98, which is the last floor, not 99, 98, then you get an item, which is the jelly trophy, basically. But there are 9 other items that you can collect among that one, which are the Iris items, and they don't serve any purpose. I can't even throw them away or feed them to the pet or anything. They are just there to collect. They are incredibly rare, and yeah, they can be in.
No way! Wow.
I'm not gonna talk about it anymore. I'm done.
Incredibly rare, Kappa.
Incredibly rare. This is the ancient cave. Welcome. So I don't know exact numbers. Quickspire in chat knows the exact numbers, but they are, trust me, incredibly rare. Well, this has never happened before, to me anyway. 2 items in what? 5 minutes?
Yeah,
that is,
say around 5 minutes.
That is probably PB for me, yeah.
Do you think you can get the Iris percent within the estimate?
That will be insane.
So the world record, to continue on that, the world record is 12 hours or something, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's something 12 hours.
Yeah. And that was brought down all the way from 16 hours, which was brought down from 19 hours, which was brought down from 20 hours. And the first time I finished the entire run, I took 30 hours in total. So, you know, it can take anywhere from really short, as you see, up till like 30, 40 hours. And you know, any red chest can have them.
Yep.
Or none will have them. There is no...
But the thing is also, the more you find, the rarer they get, because you cannot have duplicates of them.
Yeah, that is correct. But I don't want to talk about Iris percent. I want to talk about mechanics of this game. So as you can see, I move, and enemies move, and that is really important because when I don't move, enemies won't move. So I can actually, yeah, I really don't want to fight those. Actually, I'll just run away. Nice. If I don't move, then the enemies won't move, and that allows me to strategize around the enemies. Some enemies, so for example, these pink morphs, they like to stick to another enemy. You just chase them around the room. Other enemies will always try to walk towards me. Other enemies, they move along with me. Other enemies follow the walls, etc., etc. So there are a couple of movement patterns that are more scary than others. But except for, I would say, like 1 or 2 patterns, you can usually deal with it pretty well. Sadly, one of the most dangerous enemies has a really bad pattern for us. So when we arrive at like the end game, we will be a lot less talkative than we are right now.
Yeah, you
likely.
really have to concentrate.
Yeah.
One misstep can mean rip.
Yeah,
rip
one
run.
misstep just kills the run. Like, why that is some enemies or most enemies have a front, just like my character has a front and a back and a side. When an enemy walks into my back with his front, he will have a guaranteed free turn attack of opportunity on me. But I can also do that to enemies. I really want you to move out of the way right now. Thank you. I don't know where my stairs are. That is not good. But it's the same thing for me. Like if I walk into an enemy's back, then I get the attack of opportunity. So that's really important.
Yeah.
And so knowing enemy movement is really important for that reason.
And there are some exceptions, like in general, flying type enemies, they cannot have an extra turn, or you cannot have an extra turn in basic rule of thumb. I don't know if there are really any exceptions. Do you know that, Mitch?
Yeah, we'll go along the way, and then I will point them out, or not.
Yeah, or not.
I mean, these pink morphs
are the worst.
Yeah, they are the worst because they're pretty fast and pretty strong for this level. But they don't have a front or a back, for example. A good way to see it is that their sprite can't turn around, you know? So it's moved right, but it's just looking down. It can't turn around.
I think the only exception is the ghost ship then.
Yeah. The ghost ship is my favorite enemy of the entire cave. It's so silly. Like there's a ship in the cave. There's no water here. Why is there a ship?
And the funny thing is, there's also a randomizer for the Lufia 2, and you can also then randomize the cave. And then when you see the ship move, it's just hilarious.
Yeah, I don't know why they programmed them in, because it never moves, but then it does, and it's the best thing ever. Anyway, we're not here playing the randomizer, so.
Well.
Well, it is a random. It's already randomized.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
But it's not a randomizer. Oh yeah, this is a roguelike, which means that if we die, it's back to level 1, floor 0, and no items. So we really don't want to die. I really want these enemies, because these enemies are they are like the metal slimes in Dragon Warrior and Dragon Quest. And all these games. I've never played any of those, but these games, they are supposedly hard to kill, but this game is completely flawless, and they most definitely don't die to a spell. So definitely don't want to throw any spells at them. No, I'm joking. So they are really weak to spells. Any spell that deals damage will just straight up kill them. So it's really good to look for those and actually find them.
Yeah,
and actually kill
hopefully kill them. They have a 25% chance to stay, if I remember correctly.
That's what I've heard. Yes. The room that Shuri is in right now, he is in a what we call a treasure room. So it is a room with a lot of treasures. Oh,
That's
really?
the name.
Really? But there are also a lot of enemies, and sometimes if there are a lot of dangerous enemies, and they're on the other side of the room, and you need to get through them, yeah, you're in for a bad time. So I got 2 of the red cores. So as you can see, I'm getting a lot of levels. I'm getting like, I don't know, like 6 levels or something. It's quite major. A thing that I'm looking for right now is the healing spell. Shuri already found a deadly sword, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Feel free to explain about that.
Yeah, there's an 80% chance to hit with a deadly sword, but the catch is there are real deadly swords and fake deadly swords. Luckily, in the first 20 floors, they are always real. So
yeah. So what they do is when you hit an enemy and they are not undead, so they are weak against the instant death. Then yeah, you have an 80% chance to instantly kill them, which is really good. There are a couple of more weapons that do the same, and hopefully I can find one for Artie because he's really fast.
Yeah.
So that allows me to outspeed a lot of enemies. Yeah, like I said, I'm looking for mostly weapons. Stuff to get me going. Wow. More blue chests. Too bad it's a bad item. It's not very useful.
There's that Katie's Blade hype.
That's a fatal pick. That is really good. I like that because that's another of these deadly weapons. And this one can be equipped by Artie. And Artie is just amazing.
Definitely.
I will abstain from equipping that right now because there's also a deadly world, which is better. I really want to get rid of this.
Yeah, Berserk Blade, bad news, is also a cursed weapon, just like the deadly sword and deadly rod and fatal pick, which Mitch just got. And then that means that you need a cursed lifter to, lift the curse.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Like some of these weapons, hey,
Mitchy
Firebird. I have an emote, my $10 sellout emote, that's a Firebird. Definitely don't sub to me right now and spam those Mitchy Firebirds. I'm joking. Please don't sub right now because I'm not streaming. I feel bad. No, but anyway, Firebird is a good spell, so I'm happy about that. Yep. And it has one of the best sound effects in the games.
Yeah, it sounds like a cat.
Yeah, it sounds like a cat, even though it's a bird that's flying over a phoenix. So, I don't know, it's just silly. I'm at floor 15, which is good. Floor 15 has an entire new pool of items. And floor 15 also unlocks the Decker Blade. And the Decker Blade, as I said, is the one weapon you want in these ancient cave runs. So hopefully we will find one. I believe Shuri found a Sky Sword earlier.
Yes.
Yeah, that's one of the strongest weapons you can find in the cave. So he will be using that weapon throughout the entire cave.
Yeah, and hoping that I will get a
Yeah,
special rocks to work
yeah, an
along
item
with it.
to complement that for the jelly as well, but otherwise it's still a really solid pickup for basically killing every enemy in the cave. It's really good. So yeah, these mummies there on the left, they like to keep walking in circles when they hit a door. So I actually had to swing my sword, which allows me to stand, but every enemy gets a free turn, basically. So it's another important mechanic, along with like wall bonking and
manipulating with steps, like where you're going.
Yeah, I'm basically manipulating the enemy movement into a favorable outcome for me.
Yeah, like for instance, I'm holding right now. In this way, you can see the scorpion moving along.
Yeah, that is a tiny glitch. These enemies usually only move when you move, and then they move in like an opposite direction of how you move. These enemies specifically move in like a 90 degrees. Other option, you move up, they move right, I believe, or left. I think it's
that's
right.
correct.
Yeah.
If you move up, you go right. Yeah.
I know exactly how it works, but I can't explain it. You know? Anyway, it's a little glitch or tech that was discovered rather recently, like a year or so ago, and yeah, it's for a couple of different enemies. It's really useful. this guy just. Oh, I'm mistaken. But yeah, this guy only follows the walls until there's a door blocking him, and then he's like, "Yep, I'm gonna walk in front of the door now." These guys like to move diagonally of you, so with a little bit of wall bonking, I can just get them out of the way. So far, nothing scary, nothing truly exciting. Agony Helm is a good weapon, which gives me more... a helmet, I guess. Which gives me more defense. Always welcome. Nothing massive I can live without, but it's just great. Yeah, once we're coming up to floor 21, I'm at 18 now. I don't know what you're at. 15.
I'm just getting 15.
Not anything very terribly exciting is gonna happen. So if there's a donation or shout out, ooh, feel free to go for it.
I can definitely do something along those lines. We currently don't have any donations lined up. However, I can talk about some other things. I want to thank you for watching the Benelux Speedrunner Gathering. Currently, you're watching BSG Annual, our yearly event here, organized in the Benelux for speedrunners. But besides our yearly events, we also organize monthly gatherings in the Benelux for speedrunners. Currently, we're streaming live from Bladel, the Netherlands. So if you're in the area, make sure to, check us out.
Cool. So, this is floor 21 and 22. These swords are scary because they can actually attack my entire team with a normal attack.
Yeah, with a repeat attack, and
Yeah,
it
and
hurts a lot.
It hurts a lot because, so the enemies have the stats of what they would have in the normal storyline, right? But we're not at the level, or the equipment-wise, at the level that we would be in the main story. So what that means is that we are incredibly weak at this point, and one bad battle could kill one or two or more of our teammates. A regain, for example, is an item that allows me to revive a character. It's like a Phoenix Down, basically. Used for 100. Other items are miracles. They are basically like an elixir and a Phoenix Down in one. So they are really good to have. And healing spells, but I haven't found one yet, so that's kind of...
Rally will be great.
It's kind of... There are in total 5 different healing spells.
Let's see.
Stronger, champion, rally,
Valor.
Yeah,
and some might argue that
poison.
Poison is a healing spell, well, meh.
Poison is just an antidote.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not a healing spell. I always like to make the joke, but it's not. It's not. Sorry, I had to throw the room reference in there. Because Father, what is his name?
The Elpis.
The Elpis. He was doing that earlier.
Ooh,
Hey,
champion. That's really good.
that's my favorite healing spell.
Not strong.
Sort of voice crack. My voice is really ruined. I've had a sore throat for 2 days, so I usually am not that squeaky. Don't worry about it. Squeaky is now a word. I believe that's not a real word, but it's now a word.
It is now.
Yeah. Copyrighted. Don't use it. Anyway, from the chat, I heard they really enjoyed my dabs yesterday. So we had like donation incentives going for the dabs. So there's a new dab incentive. If we hit 7,000 during this run, I will dab again. Sorry, I can't make it any more exciting. This is another treasure room that's really bad. I'm not going in there. Goodbye.
Other snakes and bees.
Snakes and bees and everything that hurts. Why the donation center was so huge yesterday was because I had never dabbed before in my life and I felt disgusting doing it. I would do it again. So how's your run going, Shuri?
Pretty meh.
I'm just picking up stuff.
I really need a healing spell soon. I don't think I have an IP for any of that. A fight, by the way, yeah.
So if we want to see buttfish, I need to kill these chickens that are running there. But these chickens are really scary, and I don't have an ice spell, which is their weakness. So I can't actually kill them. So I'm a bit terrified, and I don't think I will go for bitfish.
Well, yeah, if you would have dragon or something, that would be good.
Oh, they turned up the audio behind us.
Yeah.
I can hear myself now through the headset. Ugh.
Go.
Did the audio level just go up, or? Okay, that's fine. Yeah, it's kind of freaked me out for a moment. It just... Hmm? Yeah, the speaker back there, yeah.
Why the hell?
Don't touch anything, tech. You only break stuff.
I cannot find the stairs at all.
Uh-oh.
Before soft lock?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I probably cannot find stuff. And yeah, see,
yeah, okay.
I knew it.
So we don't want to jinx ourselves. However, there is a way you can softlock in this game, or in the cave. Quite a few ways, actually. But the most common one, probably, and the most easy one to explain, would be the one where you don't load the floor entirely. And therefore, the stairs get spawned into the void. So basically, this wall wouldn't spawn, and I could just walk into the void endlessly. And yeah, if there is no stairs on the part of the floor that got loaded, then
and it's rip.
You're screwed. Sorry, but
that's how it is.
If at this point I would softlock, say next floor, then I would have to hurry up for sure. So let's hope that won't happen. Let's really hope that won't happen. It happens like once every 100 hours that you run this game or something. It's really rare, but I've already had it in Marathon before, so you know.
Yeah, I think every runner at the Ancient Cave had it at least once. At least.
But yeah, the bigger runners for sure. So there are some lions blocking the door there. There's a chance I get a back attack on them. I don't want to risk it because I'm kind of low on levels. Like, I really need to kill something. I'm level 11, I think, which is low. Because I haven't killed anything after the course that I got. But everything is so scary around these parts, man.
Yeah.
So scary. I also didn't have the right weapons or the right spells to really kill stuff effectively. So, yeah, there we go. My first attack with a Fatal Pick instantly misses. 80% everyone.
And the 80% is a lie.
80%. Don't believe Creekspire's lies. Creekspire, shout out to Creekspire.
Yeah.
And Shadow Killer and a couple of other guys as well. They all participated to a guide. So if you want to run along with us right now, or you want to learn this run at a later time, there's a guide out there.
And it helps a lot. It literally has almost all the information you need to run the cave. Yeah. Oh no.
Oh.
That is a blue mimic. That's a fake one, and it hurts a Krypton.
Yeah, that is like the biggest run kill in the entire game. I really, really hope I don't need to get past it.
Yeah,
when I see this room, I oh, okay, nice,
nice.
But 2 more floors where I can get trolled like that. So we're not done yet. This is like the main reset point in the early game for sure.
Yeah, that's, and if you don't have the right weapons, ninja floors and assassins are also not great. Because they have insta-kill abilities.
We will most likely see them later. Oh, that really didn't kill. Come on.
You tried a...
Yeah, fry on them all.
Oh, fry, not
190 damage. But I wouldn't be surprised if they have like 200 health, you know. No, don't attack Artie, Mr. Guy. Don't do it. It should kill him, right? Yeah.
Nice.
Didn't go as bad as I initially expected. So I don't have a lot of spells yet. I have, well, you can see on him. I have Firebird and Fry. These are my two really like decent offensive spells. Not the strongest, but they have to use this.
They're pretty good, especially when you want to farm for cancer rocks.
Yeah, so Firebird is a fire spell, and the Fry is the holy spell. Or the light spell, whichever you prefer to call it. I honestly don't care. Another spell that I would like to see is the Thunder spell, which is lightning element. Ooh, the bees. Not the bees, dude.
Yeah, I literally walked into them.
Monka S. Monka S. The bees are terrifying.
Not as terrifying as that.
Not as terrifying as that. Let's not get a double input and kill myself. Thank you very much. Okay,
Please,
found the stairs. So these guys can spawn in front of doors, on top of the stairs, next to a door, and it's all terrible.
And we have seen some nice convention pictures, as we call them in our Discord, of Ancient Cave, and it's funny and painful at the same time when you see those kind of pictures.
Yeah, like just imagine, right? You have a healing spell, you have your Decker Blade, you have a deadly weapon, and you're pretty good on pace. You know, you can skip a bunch of floors because you got everything that you need. What we are most likely not really going to do. Maybe later a bit. And then yeah, Blue Mimics happened. You can imagine how
super
bad.
Frustrating.
Yeah, how frustrating and how bad that feels. Usually at floor like 30, where I'm at right now, I want to be there at like 15, 18 minutes. 6 minutes for every 10 floors until you find everything is pretty decent.
Yeah.
If you want to go for a really competitive time. Yeah, it's always another thing whether you're able to make that, because you still need to pick up items, right? If you don't pick up items, then you get to the jelly and you can't kill him.
And technically, you can still defeat the jelly, but it's not allowed in our speedrun, which is like literally killing yourself, and the jelly will still be defeated.
Yeah, whether it's an oversight or intended, whatever your opinion is on that. We as the community, well before me even, and before you as well, they decided that it wasn't allowed. So, but I completely agree with it. I mean,
yeah, it makes it more like a skills run.
Otherwise, everybody could make it to the jelly in 10 minutes. But what's the fun in that, Oh wait.
Oh wait.
You want to talk about a 10-minute run earlier this week?
Yeah. That's I haven't seen it yet because of being at BSG, but. I have heard the news. The Rough did a fully manipped run. You can manip this, which is like frame perfect inputs for like 98 floors.
Yep.
So you might imagine how hard it actually is to put off.
Oh, it's insane. Like, you need to route it, which is part 1, and then you need to execute it.
And the execute part, it's insane.
I would say that routing, for me personally, routing would get the most frustrating, for sure. But I'm not good enough to either route it or to run it, so all the props to the Rough.
Yeah.
It's cool that he did it, don't get me wrong, but
also
it kind of goes against the randomness nature of the cave. Like, as we said, everything is randomized. I don't recognize any of these floors whatsoever. I'm just hoping for the good stuff, And, but it's cool that people are working on that.
Yeah,
I will give it that. But
and Yogi Monk was the first one to do it, and he already had a 90-minute something.
Or 18 even.
Or 18? Yeah.
I don't know. It was fast.
And that was already really fast, and the Rough just like put that to shame.
So the non-manipulated world records basically. I almost went Dutch there. I'm so tired. The non-manip world record is by El Megas, which is like
45?
45, I want to say. Yeah, I'm pulling these numbers. Ooh, Shuri.
Yeah, I have to go there. That's the problem.
Oh, okay. Walk back out, walk to the left, and then walk back in, because that turns the Medusa to the left side.
Yeah.
Then you can get a 50% on her. I don't want Shuri to die. Like, I want one of us to actually make it. Or both.
Both. I hope both make it, and then one does get the kill and one doesn't. Yeah, then you have all the possibilities.
So you want the kill?
No, you can have the kill.
Oh, okay.
I like I already said, as long as I make it, I am very, very happy.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. Whether Artie, you have hit 1 and you've missed 3, if I can count. I think I can count. Artie, we need to talk. It's 80%. This is not XCOM. This is Lufia. This is not Fire Emblem either.
Oh
boy.
Oh my. Okay.
Nice room, Shuri.
This is great.
Nice room.
Best room ever made.
Enjoy.
I want that. Ah, damn it.
I don't have a high magic, sadly, so I need to waste an expensive
I'm going
magic.
for the 50% here.
I got Ice Falk, which is the strongest ice magic, which definitely has its uses. It's pretty good. That's a shame. It's a little bit random how they move. They're just... I don't know. They are really easy to kill, so I'm killing them mostly for the experience. But they also have a unique drop, which is the Cancer Rock. We're not supporting Cancer here, but I would like to have the Cancer Rock for sure.
Yeah.
But it's from the star sign Cancer. It allows me to attack twice in 1 turn. So we haven't talked about the 3 bars at the bottom yet. I actually completely forgot about that. But it hasn't really come up either because I haven't used it yet.
Thank goodness.
So we have the HP bar, the MP bar, and the IP bar. And the IP bar is interesting because it's a little bit like the Limber Break from Lufia from Final Fantasy. However, you don't like learn an ability, but you get an ability from the items that you have equipped.
Some have them, some don't.
Yeah, most weapons have an ability. Some
Wake me up.
Oh, wake me up! I'm not paying for your
Yeah,
iris.
I know.
Okay. I'm poor, man. I moved last month. I'm not doing it.
Ooh, Kush Lifter. That's nice.
Do we have time for a donation over here?
Sure.
Yeah, I lost my train of thought anyway. Yeah,
all right.
Go for it.
I might have been a little bit late with this donation, but I think this is the perfect time for this. So I got a €5 donation by Shadow Killer saying, "Wake me up inside, wake me up inside. Call my name and save me from the dark. Bid my blood to run before I become undone. Save me from the nothing I've become." Thank you so much for that donation.
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
That was just perfect on time, Frosty.
Yeah, perfect. So it's a bit silly. It's like a meme in our community. Like I'm trying to like get the that's bad, the moment back. But basically we were playing a bingo, and like one of the guys was listening to what is it called, My Immortal.
No.
It's Evanescence. And then instead of
Bring Me to Life. That's
Bring Me to Life, that's the one. Thank you. I know 2 of their songs. Anyway, like some guy was listening to it and like shouted out loud, "Wake me up," when they found an Irish treasure, and that's kind of how it became a joke. And yeah, because I run, I don't know, haven't decided yet. Irish percent a lot. Every time I would find an Irish treasure, when I was not running it, everybody was rubbing it in, of course, and then the entire chat goes mental with "Wake me up." So, if I find another Irish treasure or Shuri, feel free to post all the Evanescence lyrics in there. Like, we appreciate it.
Oh my god,
But
alles
make sure to not time them out, mods.
Oh my lord, no way! That is the worst.
Yeah, I fought them earlier. They're kind of scary. They take 2 steps every 1 step that I take here on the overworld. They're really fast and they have an instant death ability that actually hits, unlike mine. So they're bad news. I don't want to fight them, but it looks like I can't find my stairs. Thinking emoji face.
Oh boy.
Um,
That moment, then you know you're screwed. And
one more door. Oh, hi. There's another one waiting for me. Typical. I don't like to see them. They're really scary. Don't kill Zappy.
Luckily, you have Fry.
Yeah.
Like the assassins are weak to holy spells.
Yeah.
But they're on the floor 44. We will see some ninjas, which are like the better versions of the assassins, but they are not weak to holy. It's
Okay, how are we gonna do this?
oh.
I can trap one.
Yeah.
Can I trap more? I can
No.
trap one. I will walk here. One
I
in
think.
there.
Yeah, wait. I'm not going to say anything until before I screw it up for you.
I mean, they can't really kill me, but they can definitely hinder my progress. So they can't be a run killer. Actually, drop the Providence.
That is actually a very good idea.
We don't want to reset at this point anymore, anyway. That's the best I can do, sadly.
Yeah.
Couldn't even. Yeah, I should have moved 1 tile more to the left. Then I could have had a 50% on them. Yeah,
Hindsight.
wouldn't have gotten it anyway. I mean, missing 80% and then expecting a 50.
How about no, Scott?
They have a really rare drop, which is the Misto Jewel, which is a jewel
That's
that
yeah. Has an instant
increases. Yeah, it has the instant capability, but I would not really use it for that. But it also has a lot of agility, which is what I am more interested in.
And yeah, agility is like one of the best things you can have next to attack power.
Yeah. How are you doing, Shuri? Is your run interesting?
Good. I am hoping to get a certain rock here.
I didn't, sadly. Quite a few of them.
Because Sky Sword with Cancer Rock is pretty darn good.
Yup. At least I managed to trap one of them in the room, so it saves like 20 seconds or so. Seconds, which I probably lost because I was looking at the room. I figured you were gonna do that, and then of course I don't get the 50%. I really hope you move to the left now. Nice.
Oh,
And I still don't get it. That
Really?
is- yeah. I like on purpose didn't heal, which actually works out pretty well.
IP
there,
farming.
There's a healing tile right here, and I can just walk up or walk down. I mean,
And for the people who don't know, there are some visual cues we use for to know when there is a healing tile or when we know it's a mimic. It's not like we are just guessing. It's like
right.
100%. We know 100% sure
here,
it is.
here you
going
can see. So this bush, it looks like somebody stepped on it, right?
Yeah.
It's completely flat. This bush is more like as an bush.
Yeah, and that looks more like
And this is, it's like somebody sat on it. Or
we're
something.
sad. A really sad salad.
That one has a healing tile. There are no magic restore tiles, just healing tiles. But it helps.
Every little bit in the cave helps. Sometimes you beg for a healing tile during your run, so
Yeah. I need to look around actually, because this is another floor with cores. I am level 19. Yeah, I definitely want the 2 cores. I'm not terribly, horribly doing bad on my levels, but I can definitely take more levels. If anything, I can also fight these plants and that kind of stuff, but
ooh, really nice.
it's just not really worth it if I can help it. Because these scores just give so much more.
Yeah.
And then, of course, they run away. That was to be expected.
I think green cores are the, when you look at it, the best cores, or
For now, yes. No cores are coming up at 20 floors. They are even better.
yeah, but I mean like marginally, like because normally during
Right. Over the course of the run, I would probably say that red and green are hold the most value. Yes.
Yeah. That's what I tried to say. I just
Yeah.
chose my words poorly.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I got you, fam. I got you. I hate that word.
MLM.
Fam and bae. Waifu. Ugh. Cringe, another one of these words. So you're enjoying the assassins as well.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Also didn't got 50%.
Good stuff, good stuff. Flash. You a queen song. Sorry, I always make up like songs and jokes with different items that I get. It's a running gag, like everybody does that. You need something to keep you. I wouldn't say awake. I mean, this. It might not look like much right now, but there's actually a lot of like knowledge and tech to the run.
Yeah.
There's a lot. So basically, of every enemy here in the cave, you need to know their health, their strengths, their weaknesses, their movement patterns, your own strengths, weaknesses, movement patterns. You need on the fly figure out, okay, what am I going to do route-wise? Am I going to kill that extra enemy or not? Am I going to pick up that extra item or not? Am I gonna like skip a floor?
Ooh,
That's a good
thunder.
pickup. There's a lot to it. So yeah, again, like again, this shout out to the guide, because that was basically. Oh, I don't want to go there. That was basically the way how I learned the cave. I had guys like Creekspire and Shadow Killer. I had them backseat the hell out of me, and I loved it. But you know, that's the way to learn it. You know,
Yeah.
just practice and have a guide on your second
Yeah.
monitor. And just
Trial and error is part of the game.
Yeah.
Like, I know I still make stupid mistakes, and you learn from it. It's in my opinion the best way to learn the cave. Just trial and error. You
Yep.
will die a lot. It is literally just get good, get to know the patterns, and know when to kill, how to kill, etc.
Yeah, in terms of like actual knowledge that you need to know to have like around the entire cave to get really consistent good times, you definitely need to know a lot for sure.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say like technically it's definitely not one of the hardest speedruns, but if you like to, if you like to learn a lot, or maybe you're weaker on execution or something, then this is a great speedrun.
Oh.
So I'm doing a nice little trick here by like pulling him into the door and then walking to the side. He actually looked to the side now, and now I get a 50%.
Yeah,
which I actually got.
nice.
Nice. So
The
that
real
was
50%.
real 50%. Sometimes it does fall my way. That's nice. I like that. So the enemies and also our characters have why Artie misses again. Have a front and a back row. So you can see the ninja on the left side. He's in the back row because he's more towards the back compared to the other one. The same with Decker and Guy. They are standing up front, so they're in the front row. What that does is, when you're in the back row, you take 25% less damage, but you deal physically 25% less damage as well. It's the same for us, right? Our back row guys will deal less damage, but they got spells. The spells will always do full damage. So, there's a healing tile there. That is so solid. Finding a healing tile right after you heal.
Yeah,
that is
that is like, oh my god, really?
that is a classic Mitch.
Also,
these enemies overlapping, it happens. That's the way they spawn. The one enemy was 2 wide, where the other one was 1 wide, and then they can overlap with each other. Sometimes it looks kind of funny.
Also, I think we have to, because we talked about it a lot about the Decker Blade, but we haven't really explained what it does.
Right.
So perhaps for the people who never saw the Ancient Cave, that might help. Do you want to explain? Do you want me to explain it?
We can do both. We can do both. Like
Yeah, sure.
I don't want to take up too much mic time, you know.
I understand.
People might get bored of me or something. They're like, Shuri Bear, right?
I'm not sure.
Oh boy, oh boy! I'm so glad I got out quickly enough. Anyway, Floor 98 as the boss, the Jelly Juggernaut boss. He has 9,980 health, or 10k. Let's say 10k for now.
Yeah, 10k is just the easy way to go.
As you can see, I deal like 100, 200, maybe 300 damage, but we need 10,000 damage. So the way to reach that is by getting really specific weapons. Among one of them is the Decker Blade. The Decker Blade will deal 50% of the current health in damage. So what that means, if I use the Decker Blade on a Jelly, it will probably do somewhere between like 5,000 to 5,500 damage. Which is a lot. That's half of his health, which is insane.
Yeah, and you have 3 turns to kill the Jelly, so you have to be very strategic to get it, because the Jelly will not kill you. He will actually heal you and help you to defeat him.
Pick up.
And magic skill is really good indeed.
So basically, usually I say, the first turn you use your fractionals, so the Decker Blade, the Uncursed Deadly Rod, Old Sword, Myth Blade, which are weapons that we might hopefully find later. They will spawn in at floor 50 and 60. Yeah. They are really good to use in the first and the second turn, and then in the second or the last turn, the third turn, you want to use the, I don't want to go in there. You want to use your killing weapons, your straight up damage weapons. So one of those spawns from blue chest, which is called the Gades Blade. The Gades Blade, if you use its IP attack, will give you 8 attacks in 1 round. 8 normal attacks in 1 round.
On one character, by the way.
Yeah, for one character. So that is absolutely insane. If you manage to equip that on well, only Guy and Decker can equip it, but if you manage to equip that on Guy or Decker, then yeah,
that's insane.
You know, that can easily deal. It depends on your levels and which
and
other
trick,
items you have,
etc.
But it can easily deal like 2,500 damage. So if you count the 5,000 you already had from the Decker Blade, along with the 2,500 from the Gades Blade, and then whatever else you have,
so that
you're
adds up pretty
getting
well.
really close. So these 2 items are like the dream combo. We're not gonna find them. I already made peace with it.
Yeah, I during practice during the whole week I only found Decker Blade once, which is insanely stupid because it's actually not that scarce, but
I found it like 3 times in one run. That like 2 runs I hadn't, so it's yeah. You can find duplicates of items, or you can't find them at all.
Exactly.
It's random. It's random. Some weapons are more rare than others, and etc. There's a nice spreadsheet for that, also made by Creekspire, I believe. Damn, Creek! Look at all these shoutouts. He's in chat, hopefully, still. So. He went to bed.
Well, he had to get up early, I know that, so... I'm already glad that he set high and was there for the start.
Yeah, I mean, you know, what time is it now? Like 3:30 or something that we started? I don't know. Or 30 now, okay, yeah. I mean, the fact that he's another Dutchie, that you know, the Ancient Cave community is that willing to stay up that late and watch during work and, you know, you name it.
It's great.
It's amazing. It's an amazing community to be part of. Should I go for that? I can.
You want to go for the Evil Jewel, or?
Oh, at least experience.
Okay.
I got... Nice sound effect.
Yeah.
I got some holy weapons.
Ah.
Can do it. Nice. That actually.
2%.
They have a very rare drop, which is really good. So I hope I get it. Probably not. I've gotten it like once, but they also give good experience. So. Right, my weapons are terrible. My other 2 weapons. Does Frey kill them? I use deadly. I believe in the Artie.
A drop. 2%.
Yeah, 2% drop, I believe. So it will be like 2 times 2% drop. I've had it once that I recall in like 2 years of running this, so it's rare. It's
Never got it.
very rare.
I also never go for it, so.
These enemies are fun. I'm not gonna cuddle them. They are sirens, or sirens as they're called, because
Ooh,
this
silver
game has a
swords.
lot of translation errors. They like to sing to us, and when they sing, they confuse us, they paralyze us, they put us to sleep. They are like the Marlboros for Final Fantasy. When they start doing that, there's just no escaping, and they will murder you, or they will leave you for just there, unable to do anything with your controller for 7-8 minutes. Oh, Shuri.
I got so lucky, you do not want to know.
Oh man.
Holy crap.
You got a revive and a healing spell, so that's pretty good. But
Yeah, but that scared the crap out of me. I thought that was it.
oh man. Don't die,
Ah.
buddy.
I really try.
So that's some real Monka ass there. I didn't see it, but that's some real Monka ass. Already missing again. 80% everyone. I think he's like 50-50 at this point, so we're getting improvement, but marginally.
Twistable. Yeah.
So I'm definitely pulling ahead of Shuri right now. It literally doesn't mean anything.
No.
It might mean that I'm going too fast. It might mean that he's getting really unlucky. It also might not mean anything.
Exactly. It's plus you don't know what kind of rooms you're getting later,
Yeah,
and
I could lose like 20 minutes on the last 10 floors where he just breezes through the last 50. It's you know, it's just what it is. That's the nature of the ancient cave, and it's something I really enjoy. I don't know. I guess I like pain.
oh,
Oh,
Gator's
no
Blade,
way. Okay.
nice.
Okay.
What champ.
Well,
What champ. I thought we will not see one, but
Okay.
that is PogChamp.
Whenever I find a Gator's Blade, it usually means I die right after.
Oh, Monka S. Well, that's great.
Triggered. That's the second best find you can get. So
That's why we're so hyped about it.
Absolutely, it's amazing. I'm not going in there. It's too many.
Shout out
enemies.
to the RPG Limit Break run, which had a crap ton of Gator's
Yeah,
Blades.
I got like 2 or 3 or something. It was
Yeah, it was insane. It was a really fun watch.
yeah. Too bad this mode doesn't get shown too often, but when it does, it's always hype.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just for a lot of marathons very scary because it's randomized, so
Yeah, but you like
Yeah.
when I got a revive spell now, that's nice. When you got multiple runners, it's almost guaranteed that one at least finishes.
Yeah.
Then again, was that STDQ or HEDQ? I'm not entirely sure. HEDQ, I think. Like 3 out of 4 of the runners died, and they had to drop out from the race, if I'm not mistaken.
ooh.
I mean, if that happens to Super Metroid, then what are we complaining about, you know?
Oh, you mean yeah, I know which one you mean. Yeah.
Don't quote me on that, but I believe it was a GDQ somewhere.
Yeah, it is HDQ. I recently watched that run. Still a lot of fun.
Already missing again on the first turn, which is a bit of a shame. But so the movement pattern of these guys, it's not very interesting. It just like keeps turning every couple of steps, and then when it has you in its line of sight, it will start chasing you until it loses you again. But they're really easy to just, you know, back attack. They hurt quite a bit though, especially their later form, like their reskin if you want. They're a lot more a lot more scary.
That's my 4 deadly sword.
Oh yeah, sure, why not? I mean,
Very helpful.
Great. I would like one. Also the curse lifter. I would like that too. Because I don't have fractional yet. Guess I can't complain really with the Gades blade.
Yeah.
Too bad the Gades blade on its own isn't that great of a weapon. It's shadow element. There are a lot of undead enemies and dark enemies. And
Yeah.
and
We
it's,
normally
and
only
it's just a weak weapon.
Yeah, normally we only use them for the jelly fight
Yeah.
because it has an ×8 attack, and especially if you have a mini shields with or a trick, it will really help out.
Yeah, certain items and certain spells will increase your attack power. They are really useful. I haven't found it yet, I don't think. So you know, I can still find a lot of items that would help me on my quest to kill the jelly juggernaut, because we all want peanut butter and jelly. BB and J. That is not good because I made a mistake.
Oh my
Ooh,
god.
that hurts. Decker can die at least. Ja, denk. How's up? Okay.
Damn, that was nasty.
I would have died there if I didn't have good stuff. I kinda made a mistake, got careless. And as you can see, the cave instantly punishes you.
Yeah, there's also a joke in the community that the cave knows.
The cave knows. If the cave knows you're on a good run, it will throw you all the junk at you. If the cave knows that you can't PB anymore, it will give you that one item you're looking for.
But only after the time is up for
yeah,
PB.
only after the time is up. Not when you have 10 minutes left. No, when the time is up. Like the minute after. Like, we're not even joking. Like, it's a running gag in the community, but it happens all the time.
It's a running gag because it's true.
Yeah, exactly. I had Flash.
Oh boy.
There's Flash. Flash is the fastest animation of spells, as far as I know. But by looking for it, I probably wasted a lot of time. So it balances. It doesn't. So the estimate is that high because we can get a lot of bad RNG later on, and then we really do need the 2 hours. Usually I am able to end my runs at like around 120, 130. Like any run that is not overly trolly can end at that point.
Yeah. Yeah, I am really taking all the time. I practiced, so I am 80 to 90% sure I can finish in the 2 hours. That's my goal. I do not have to win the race. I would just want to go to the jelly.
I was farming these enemies for a special drop, but I didn't get it. I might have a retry here. No, you need to go down and walk into the wall. No. I want the back attack on them because the flying enemy you saw there, the High Hydra, he attacks 5 times, and the other one attacks my entire team. So
yeah.
it's a good way to get killed really quickly.
It's a good way to throw the run, yeah.
Yeah.
Just like Octos.
I have definitely never died to them before, don't worry about it. Counting to 3 is really difficult, so they take 1 step every 3rd step you take. Or if you swing your sword. So what I do is, like, I take a step, I swing, swing. I take a step, swing, swing, you know? If I take a step and I swing, 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 that throws my own counting off balance. And then if I don't, you know, compensate for it quickly enough or don't notice it, then I have the chance that he walks into me. And then, yeah, it's
Can have bad consequences.
it hurts. Let me put it that way. How's my IP looking? Okay. So the way I position myself, I make sure they can never actually run into me. I'm always like, I'm always within the 3 steps of them, but they can never attack me if I do it right. I mean, this game is nice. You don't have to mesh. You can just hold L. It's such an improvement for Mystic Quest, dude. It's so good. Too bad I missed my deadly. I should have used Ice Falcon. Got a bit greedy. And then you see that he just attacks you. Over and over. Did I miss both deadlies? I think I missed both. 2 times the 80%. Because I had the back of it. Yeah, I guess. I didn't really pay attention. Because I figured he would die to the 80%.
Nope.
I wasn't in any major risk though. Since there was only one. What I'm looking for at this point is the Decker Blade, Curse Lifter, possibly, Deadly Sword, possibly. Well, you're hoarding all of those.
Yeah. Stealing them all.
Yeah, any other like strong spell or a spell like Coma. Coma puts enemies to sleep, which is useful for some enemies. I can play this very smart by using 2 Ice Falcons. I don't know if I have anything to really talk about at this point. Do you?
Not really. I think we talked about most of the things the Asian Cave brings, what the risks are,
Yeah.
why it's so much fun.
If there are any like questions from chat about the run, then there's a laptop behind me. But I guess I will hear it. Otherwise, yeah. If there are any donations or shout-outs, go for it.
I can definitely say a few things over here. I quickly want to say that we are raising money for the Dutch Cancer Society, which is a nationwide organization committed to fight cancer while aiming for more cure and a higher quality of life for those already battling the disease. 95% of your donations that you'll make will go to the Dutch Cancer Society. The other 5% will help improve BSG to make the marathons even better.
Yeah, that's the KWF, as we call it. The Dutch Cancer Society is a great organization. So definitely get some donations in. Or get donations in if you just want to see me dab.
That's also fine.
And like I said, I like memes. Throw in some memes in the donations. Shadow Killer, he already had. So I want some more memes.
You always want the memes.
Hi, Mystics.
Mistakes. Second Curse Lifter
Ooh.
with no Daddy Rot or something, so
2 no cores.
that's good.
I'm good on experience. I'm looking really solid on experience right now.
Did y'all also got the green course, son? During the time, or
Did I get green cores? I don't think I did actually, but I'm still level 31, so that's pretty good.
that's pretty good, yeah.
Good. Move up.
They never move accordingly.
There we go. So I really want to kill those because I really want that item.
I'm actually also going for it. Oh wait, those are the lying downs.
Do you have Ice Falcon?
Nope.
Lying down one. These lying down ones also have the Hidoro.
Oh, when I did it,
The green ones don't. The white ones do.
Oh wow, I never noticed the color. I was like, huh? But I just got an exposure today in practice. But yeah.
Yeah, these are the green ones. They are like a couple of floors before these.
That's why I always was confused.
61 at 66 minutes. So in the marathon run, or like a race setting, I'm always looking for like 1 minute of floor. So if there's a 2 hour estimate, then I still have a lot of time left for the really bad floors.
Yeah.
So I'm at floor 61 now. I'm 66 minutes in. That is pretty good, right? Because I've done a lot of farming. My levels are looking good. My items are looking good. My spells are looking good. I am pretty happy with my time. It's going surprisingly smooth.
Knock on wood, knock on wood.
Knock on wood. No, that's not wood. Oh, you grabbed your can.
Knock on can.
Knock on can. Knock, what is that? Aluminium? Aluminum? That one.
Yeah, I think it's aluminum.
Aluminium.
Oh, there we go.
Speaking about nice floors, this is a dance. Oh yeah, dance baby, dance. Dance with the dragons. And I am invited. I am gonna run really quickly. So these dragons, they take a step every third step, much like the Hedora. These salamanders, these red things, they like to chase you down, and they deal a lot of damage. And they are not fun to be around. Dragon, please, don't do this to me. Don't trap me along with these. Okay, there's a door here. I'm gonna take this quick sneak peek. Okay, there's nothing here. Deadly sword. I hope it's a real one.
You can see if it's a real or fake one by the text. This is a real one.
I'm
That's
not
really
gonna
good.
equip it, because I don't have curse lifter. I will keep it if I do need to use it eventually. So these two chests, I'm not going for those anymore. They are too dangerous to reach. I will just continue. Hopefully I don't need to go to the left there. This loops around and loops around, and there's a staircase. Very, 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 very scary floor. Thankfully,
Eyeballs are my mortal enemy.
yeah, thankfully it didn't throw me. These eyeballs are bad.
Hey, wake me up!
I believe I have 20 in my wallet right now. Can we get one more? Then it's enough. Like, I don't need more than that. Wake me up inside. Oh my god. I'm going broke at this pace. So having 3 iris items in the first hour plus, is really, 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 really good.
Yeah.
So we're actually a real record pace. Woo! Woo! But I'm not gonna do it, so.
Ooh,
boo.
no, dude. it takes too much time.
I always say I don't do it, and then I end up doing it. But I can't do it right now. I can physically not do it. Because we're in the streaming room, obviously. I can literally not do it because I don't have the time. Sorry, guys. I know you want to see it. 12 hours of straight up suffering. I mean, who wouldn't want to see that, right? 12 hours of ultimate boredom, just trying to grab as many chests as you can, with nothing happening around you. It's the best. Like, eventually, the blue chest items you can carry over between playthroughs, like between entering the cave. The item Providence or killing the jelly will allow you to actually teleport out. And then you can keep your blue chest. So, in the main story, it was to, like, if you're a little bump ahead, right?
Yeah.
We don't want to teleport out at all. So I threw mine away, so I can't accidentally do it. I've never done it. I'm not gonna do it.
I've done it before on the PB page,
Oh,
100%.
I didn't see this guy because he was hiding underneath the
Next
floor sign.
Yeah,
I can live like this. I SP them. Nice.
Oh.
They attack twice, or they use a attack that is incredibly strong.
Very strong. It's very, very scary.
Speaking about strong attacks, these guys, I really don't like trust us when we say, okay, this enemy is scary, that enemy is scary. They are bad.
Yep, I know that I lost a really good 100% run because of those white dragons.
Yeah, I lost the tournament match because of these guys. So
Oh, it's only one. Nice.
I know all about it. Do I have destroy? If I have Destroy, I might not equip the... I do not. That's a shame. Destroy is a spell that allows Maxim to... so not Artie, sadly, but Maxim. To have a 50% chance to kill an enemy, but you can AoE it. So you have a chance to hit 2 or 3 enemies with it, or even 4 if you get really lucky.
Very, very lucky.
But I don't have it yet, sadly. Perish is the other one.
Yeah,
That's
that's 25%,
25%.
right? Yeah.
So that's really never worth it. I've never really used it, I want to say.
I've used it a few times in 100%, just because my items were so bad that I had to go for it. But
Ooh, are you on the stairs?
I don't think he is.
It doesn't look like it.
No, I don't think he is.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you wanted to be 100% sure.
Sniped by the leech. So these are leeches, but because of a translation error, they're called leeches. Yeah, there are a lot of enemies that have a translation error. Can make anything else out of it, I'm afraid. Ah, no! Why does he walk to the left? I also made a mistake. I should have moved left and down. But I just got really, really unlucky, and this could be really, really bad. Decker should live.
I think he should, yeah.
Just
I
run.
will just run away. Not to risk...
Yeah, I live. Okay, that's good. It sucks because I lose more magic, more items, etc. But I also lose my IP, which is the limit break that we talked about
it's a
earlier.
special attack. Carry points, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. Which would translate to anger, I believe.
Yeah, anger points, something like that, indeed.
Yeah, there are enough weeps in the chat to correct me. The flag, that's my favorite sound effect in the entire game. Sadly, we're not gonna hear it.
I thought it was flap flap dance.
No, that's my least favorite. By far.
It's such an annoying sound.
Yeah, deflect is a spell that you would never use. I believe it like locks the magic of an opponent, but every monster with magic is like immune to it, so it's just completely pointless. But it makes like a pooh sound. It's the best. It's so silly. So the one in the 50 runs that an enemy actually ends up using it, it's like made my day, you know. Gotta appreciate the tiny things in life.
Do we have time for a donation?
For sure.
All right, we got a €2 donation by Chaos Kitty saying, Monday Championship always search for new runners. And RC for character name? Oh dear, Kappa. Greets to the AC community, a welcoming and cool group. Thank you so much, Chaos Kitty, for that donation.
Thank you, Chaos. Jinx. Chaos Kitty is another Asian cave runner. It's so nice that so many people got out to actually watch us and support us.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
I would have imagined, because it's so late for European time, that the most European AC runs would watch because of the time slot, but I'm really glad that they are able to watch.
So I actually did a thing here where I wait for the dragon to actually move in a favorable position for me, so I can actually kill it or run past it. Well, I'm kind of messing up the killing part. That hurts. Well, that's not terrible for us, actually. Should be able to kill this guy. Yeah, that's good. IP farm. It looks more scary than it was. There are no stairs there. So the stairs might be here. Yep. I really don't want my stairs to be here.
There it is.
I can do that. Just lose. taking the 50%, somewhat like it always has a risk, but in this case it was a calculated risk. The worst thing that could have happened was that I lost 2 people. If that saves me 5 minutes of running around and getting attacked by a leech, I will definitely take that. The leeches are, as you have seen, incredibly scary.
Yeah.
You are doing amazing. Nice smoke ball.
I thought you were sarcastic, but I think you
was.
mean
Sorry, buddy.
rip. No, but it was that or dying. I rather.
No, the smoke ball was really good, but you dying is not a good thing, obviously. Shoutouts to you as well. You are the real MVPs. Getting up out of bed to watch us. And you guys as well, actually. Getting out of bed is yeah, hard.
Oh my god.
For a silly run like this, it's amazing. You know, I keep thanking everyone, but I'm truly really thankful for opportunity to be here and play this, and it's all real, you know.
Great terrible. I love this game.
So I'm just cruising through the cave. I can finish in like 1 hour 40 if I really wanted to. Shuri is getting all the bad luck right now. Oh no. Oh no. Don't do it, Shuri.
I'm going.
Don't do it, Shuri. Oh yeah, you're dead. You're dead, son.
F.
You're dead. F.
Yeah. Great luck.
Do you want to show some any percent glitches? I have the notes on my phone. My phone has a 3 megapixel camera, so it's gonna be a bit hard to read, but...
Let's not do that, because I have to count, and I'm not in the state of counting with my lack of sleep.
True enough. But there are other glitches you can show off. Like once you do the glitch, right? You count to 39, then you enter again. Just go through like the list, 1, 2, 3, 4. See if you get something funny. Or you can go back in and...
I will try. I actually try to get some glitches
cannot
implemented.
count. Okay, that could have been really bad, but I miscounted apparently. Nice item.
Yeah,
Give it to me.
So yeah, I can show you some stuff like the music part in Lufia is just completely screwed. If you do this already, you see already that I go into my item list.
12.5%, by the way. Aha.
And now you can see, for instance, that already has 999 health, etc.,
His
etc.
name is messed up.
And
There's a space in there.
as well. So everything's messed up. He already suddenly is poisoned, etc. So as you can see, that is not how should. Why are the 2 blue chests on the first floor?
Nice one.
Wow. If that was the gay display,
Oh,
I would have
yeah.
walked out the room.
Yeah. For sure.
Oh wait, I have to go back to Buttfish. Also, that's also the thing in the glitch. The name is so long that it takes a while before.
Yeah. It's amazing. So you could do this at home, but don't, because
And not on the actual cartridge.
no, I don't know if it actually will, but it might mess up with your cartridge, and you don't want to do that. But yeah, basically in like 6-7 inputs you can, well, soft lock, hard lock your entire game, or just mess around with like triggering cutscenes and kind of stuff. It's really amazing. Feel free to do it on the emulator, just don't do it on the cartridge.
It would really be a shame. Did that?
This game is perfectly perfect. Perfect. There are no glitches or bugs or soft locks. Nah, none of that.
I think I'm just going now for just my normal YOLO stress and see how far I can go.
Yeah, sure. You should do whatever you feel like.
Yeah. I do not want to sit here for 40 minutes just to...
I don't want to fight these green Hidora-like monsters anymore. They are Orkies and they have 2800 health. Something insane like that.
Yeah, and then they attack 8 times.
They attack 8 times for a truck of damage. Like, you do not want to fight them at all.
You want to fight these though because it has a fractional.
Yep,
drop.
they have an item that is really useful for me. I hope I get lucky. So far, I haven't gotten any drops. Even
Not
though
a blue chest?
I've really farmed for them. Hey!
And as you also can
Ask and thou
Nice.
shalt receive.
as you can see, already does not have any HP in his health bar, and we can still use it to attack. So it's totally not broken.
No, not at all. Also, his run is invalid. Just making sure.
Yeah.
To,
Well,
slightly invalid.
well, basically still valid. I mean,
Glitch percent.
it's an any percent run. But that is something for another time. I will probably not even finish this because of the
Oh,
time
nice
slot.
damage. 322 poison damage. And now you actually have a health bar again. Let's see what I have. I have a Thunder. I don't have... I have a Confuse. I don't have... Sleep. Thunder wouldn't kill it. What kind of balls do I have? Freeze ball, Confuse ball, Sleep ball. I'll throw a Freeze ball on this guy, and you have killed that guy. Nice. The reason we never explained about our capsule monsters. Our capsule monster is basically our Pokemon. He doesn't do much right now. Also, he's triggered. He's shaking in anger. We don't control him. He does what he likes. Some are more useful than others. Zeppy is a bit in between. He's become the new meta though.
Yeah, because
So, but we can feed him all the food or all the weapons that we don't want, all the items that we don't want. And by feeding him, he actually gets stronger. He evolves. I don't want to do that just yet because I don't need to. It takes time.
Yeah.
Costs time. Yeah, okay, I'm just
but
going up.
especially Form 3 for Zep is really good because it has a chance to buff your entire team by a lot, and especially because he has a Gales Blade,
Yeah, by 40%, yeah.
it can really change the Jelly fight if he doesn't find a Decker Blade, but still one more extra fractional.
These floors are incredibly fast right now, which is good, not good, you know. Sleep ball. Defend. Perish, actually. Sleep ball middle. Fuse ball on right. Perish on all and deadly on left. What is that? A 8-something% chance to hit one.
Oh, 8%.
I will take everything back. That was all calculated, don't worry about it. I definitely expected that.
Manipulation.
And one normalized. Okay, the right guy normalized, so I'm gonna focus him first. I'm not gonna attack the right guy. The middle guy, sorry. I'm only gonna attack the right guy. He will outspeed me, so I actually need to heal. You kill him. So, these wind genies are really scary. They're like top 5 strongest enemies in a cave. They're incredibly fast, and if they decide to attack, they do like 60% of my entire party health and damage, or probably even more. They are incredibly scary because they are that fast.
There's only one reason why you should be not be scared by them, and that's only when you have a bolt shield, which is a very rare drop.
Yeah. They can also use absorb or just straight up defend. I will take it if they drain my magic. I don't even care. Not in the slightest.
Better than dying, for sure.
Yeah. So Zirco X and Great X, they are pretty strong normal weapons, normal element. These chariots are just there. They move left and right.
Oh,
armor
old
is
armor is really good.
amazing.
That's good with the Gaby's blade.
That's the best armor that we can get. And its ability, I haven't talked too much about abilities, but this ability is Dark Force. It defeats, or it has a chance to defeat enemies. It's like an AoE destroy, basically, or deals damage. This has Torrent, which attacks the entire enemy team with water attack, water-based attack. And Regeneration. So Regeneration, this is basically a full heal and revive on the entire team, which is insane considering Decker doesn't have the champion spell, right? But he has a lot of health, so I can actually use him if he has full IP as a backup to keep me alive. I hope I will not have to use it ever, but it's a good backup.
You never know.
Plus that it has really good stats. I mean, don't forget about that. So that's an Archfiend to the right there. I do not want to piss him off, because he will chase me endlessly through the entire cave. He can go to a different room, but even while I am in a different room, he will still keep on moving, unlike most other enemies. Do not want. I will put it that. They're fast, they attack twice, they have the strongest spells in the game, they hurt bad. I don't even want to show them to you guys, so.
Yeah, they are really scary. They
And I can back attack them, which is huge. Because back attacking is so important, because we're always too weak. It's incredibly important, and the fact you can't back attack them, it's just bad.
Yep.
Like if I was on like PB pace and I was 6 levels lower, and you know, I am in serious trouble if I have to fight any of them. Even now, it's really scary because I don't have good itemization against them. Goodbye. I'm out. See you later. Oh no.
This is what can happen if you try to glitch. I was just screwing around, and as you can see, it keeps looping now, and that is what you want to prevent on a real cartridge.
Yeah. It's most likely not very good. I don't see any positives to it, let me put it that way. So this is feeding. There's an efficient way to do it, which I'm not doing because I'm bad. He basically asks for stuff. He asks for a deadly sword, which is fake because this is definitely not bugged. Sometimes he just asks for random stuff that he doesn't really want. It's just horribly broken and annoying. The easy way to explain this is if he asks for a hamburger and I give him an filet mignon or something, then he doesn't want the hamburger anymore because he has been spoiled. He only wants that really expensive meat. Then I'm gonna give him a whole lot of like McDonald's hamburgers just to get him back to the normal hamburger so he can eat that again. That's the way to explain it. It's incredibly tedious. Longsword is a real.
Yeah, and as you can see right now, it's flash, and that means he really wants that.
No, that's.
Oh no, no,
item.
you have the item in the inventory. Yeah, that's what I mean. Sorry.
Trigger.
Ah.
Don't spread false information. A lot of war rapiers, which is nice. Longsword.
Hey, that is very helpful right now. Mini shield. So I went actually for the reject percent team now, just to showcase all the people you can choose from.
Don't feed the gaze blade.
That will be.
Don't feed the gaze blade.
But yeah, we call it reject percent because these are like the worst characters in the game.
Yeah, you can choose out of 6 characters. We took the 3 that are considered the strongest or the fastest.
Yeah.
And he just took the 3 that are considered the worst.
Yeah. Although there is debate that Salen might be better than Guy in any percent, but it all depends on finding the Gades blade or not, because Salen or Selen or whatever you want to call her cannot equip it, so that is a really really big problem.
Do I have time for some donations?
I definitely do. Yeah.
All right, then we've got a few coming your way over there. So
Nice.
we got a €11.11 donation by Dirk saying, Lufia was one of the few SNES games translated into Dutch. Came with a sick manual too, that had a full-on walkthrough in it. How times have changed. Stay awesome, guys. Also, sup, Mitch.
Hi. How you doing?
We
Yeah, the Dutch translation is very painful.
Yeah, as we noticed in the practice room a couple of days ago, it's bad. Go on.
All right. We also got €1 donation by Hapkainename saying, by the way, Mitch, if you kill Jelly, he also counts as an Irish treasure. You have to pay.
But I'm not killing him. I mean, what?
With face.
And we also got a €5 donation by BDR saying, oh man, it took me forever to figure out where I was to donate. Memes, huh? The only thing on my mind at the moment is David Pumpkins. Thank you so much for the donation, though, and the meme.
More memes.
All the memes are welcome.
Oh, yeah, thank you guys. I really appreciate it.
You do not have to fire fruit, right?
Hmm?
You do not have to fire fruit, right?
No. I'm actually gonna put him 4 now, and I might switch to 3 later. Sadly, I didn't farm a flame fruit because I didn't have the right spells to do so. Oh, go away, fly. That's the second time he scares me, man. I really hope I don't die. Here, nice double input.
Oh,
Okay,
nice double ice rogue.
easy. So there's a chance they're not archfiends but ice rogues. It's a tiny chance. But oh, bye Zappy. Goodbye. Nice knowing you. He ran away. Fancy. Sully
Not
wouldn't have
Zappy.
ran away.
Study defense.
Sully defense. I would do this. Yeah. I'm looking at like defense and that kind of stuff. Like anything that gives me a tiny bit more health or defense or magic resist or whatever is already would be important. I mean, the amount of times I've survived at 1 HP.
Oh, you do not want to know.
Yeah, even yesterday in practice, you survived with 1 HP, I believe.
Yeah, that was a small heart attack. Even though in practice you still want to get as far as possible, of course.
Yeah. It's a shame that Shuri died, but it happens.
It is what the cave is. I mean, on one way it's good that we can showcase it. That we said a lot like these enemies are scary. Now you can see why they are scary. We're not joking when we say they are.
Don't cry, Shuri. Don't cry. Don't cry. I feel you, brother.
I can
Don't.
Lephastitis.
No Final Fantasy X memes.
Oh,
No.
those
No.
memes are off limits, I guess.
Yeah. I stayed up all night. Well, like, I got told that maybe more runs were gonna drop and they wanted to fill it up with a really long run. So I was ready for the Final Fantasy X. Thankfully, not that many runs dropped. I'm really glad about that. Yeah. Running Final Fantasy X on a lack of sleep would not have been pretty. Still less of a train wreck than Mario Kart Wii was, though. I mean,
That shade.
Wow, savage.
so savage. Did I find my stairs already? I don't remember. Yeah, I did. I have a really bad memory. I can see the stairs, and 5 seconds later, I'm like, "Where's the stairs?"
You're a goldfish.
I'm worse than a goldfish. I'm like a goldfish that ran its head against the, the glass too many times. That's me. Another Gorgon Rock wouldn't be bad if you're not going to give me a Curse Lifter. I mean, we can talk about this. I still don't have a Decker Blade. That's a bit of a shame. This might be a Decker Blade less seed.
Yeah.
So the way I can talk about it a little bit, but the way the manipulation works, or the RNG in this game, is that RNG gets calculated from your save files. But it also gets calculated from which frame you actually enter the next floor, and you enter the dungeon. So if you play everything, if I would play everything the exact same as I did last time, then I would know what shows up every single time. But as long, like, if I make one misstep, or I'm a bit slow somewhere, or I do one menu different or whatever, then I have a different RNG already. So the chests will be different, the floor layers will be different, monster placement will be different, etc. I hope I explained that completely truthfully.
Yeah, it's very complicated.
Yeah, it's very complicated, and that's like the gist of it. I am not I am not a manipulator myself, if you can call it that. I don't do manip runs. I like the RNG. I like to make decisions on the fly.
And it's always fresh. The run is always fresh.
Like,
that's
not one
great.
run for me is the same. Not one. Usually they end the same. I die, but they are never the same. There's a big difference between how we're playing now and how I would play if I were at home and trying to beat my best time, right?
Yeah.
It's I play much more safe now. Grab more treasures, which doesn't matter because still don't get the items I want.
But yeah, it's very important that you.
I want that guy.
Happens.
That guy that we saw in that hallway there, he can teleport. And he likes to teleport on top of you, and that hurts.
And that's killed a lot of unsuspected new runners.
Do I have a terror wall?
Yeah, two.
I do too. Okay, I am actually on a terror ball the right guy. I killed the right guy. I hit the deadly. That's good. Miss. Damn. So I want to keep the copper one alive. And I want him to attack me, because the copper guy can't actually kill me. And he will give me my IP that I need for the jelly fight. So we're now at floor 89, so we're getting close to the end. So this is about the time where I want to start looking for dragons and actually get my IP in check. Only Maxim needs IP though, so that's pretty good. Shouldn't take too long if the dragon decides to cooperate, which is always the
if.
Yeah, the if. I've lost like 60 minutes on the last 10 floors just to these dragons being in the hallway and not cooperating.
Yeah, or when you try to farm IP and not doing attacks on the characters you want.
Nice.
It also.
Nope.
Gold dragons attack 3 times.
And they are the strongest, the single strongest monster in the game, and they are so strong they don't even appear in the normal game. They only appear in the ancient cave.
Yeah.
Literally one like they have a bunch of, they have like 4 abilities or something. One of their ability, they attack 3 times. One of their ability can already like wipe 2 of my characters, which means that instead of like the damage being spread across my entire team, it gets spread to the next attack would be on 2 characters. Yeah. It's an instant death. Like, if I get attacked by them, unless your name is, I believe,
real critical. Yeah, I was already trying
unless
to say that.
Unless your name is real critical, then you're dead.
Yeah,
There's no
There's
surviving.
an amazing clip out there from Real Critical who accidentally walks into gold dragons, or gold dragon and silver dragon, and he
just
survives.
walks out,
He
like-
just, without a scratch. He got so lucky with the RNG. And,
Disgusting.
and everybody was like, what? That's insane.
But that's good. That's what I really want. Really want. I just keep throwing in these streams. I'm sorry. It's the you know the time. Usually when I run Irish percent, I meme around a lot. Yeah.
It's the only way to still
To
be
stay
sane.
sane. Yeah. Wow, this dragon hates me. I like it. Bye, Zappy. Okay, you're gonna hit a perish. I believe in you. Okay, I will use Coma. I'll be greedy. Champion. So Adi will should always outspeed the dragon. So I have to heal back up, right? I cannot die. I will heal. If I would run, the way running works is that we don't know it. No, the way it works is that it takes like the average agility of your team, or it doesn't. It's just really confusing and doesn't work the way it's supposed to work. And it calculates that number that it gets. It calculates that like against the agility of the enemy. And if the agility of the enemy is faster than your speed, then
The enemy will attack first before you can run
he
away.
will attack before you run away. Alright, thank you. I'm like dancing with a dragon right here.
Yeah, you have to also count, because
Counting is hard. Counting to 3 is the hardest thing ever. I swear, I'm not joking. But at this point, it's all muscle memory, honestly. You know, when I started running this game, it was literally 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
honestly, I still do that
Yeah, it's a really good habit.
because, believe me, you will die because of miscounting, and then
Oh, this is not what I
a
like
good
to
run.
see. Okay.
then you really
I
want to do
need
that.
him away.
But that was better than I expected.
Yeah, I was kind of expecting him to teleport on top of me, what they like to do.
And dwarves, they can be really pain in the ass.
Absolutely. I will wait going there. I don't know if I've seen my stairs before, but yeah,
I love this game.
I know you do. Yeah, that's Shuri kind of made a mistake there, calling you out, son. Now, when you open the door, you take one step, and when you walk into the door, you take one step. So for some reason, opening the door counts as a step. You can also open the door while not walking in the door, but that's like a frame perfect trick or something. It's pretty hard to do. Occasionally I managed to pull it off, and then I didn't even want to do it, you know.
Ooh, scissor sword.
That's good, but I got nothing to go with it, really.
Too bad this late
Yeah,
run.
like it just doesn't help. I don't need to kill those, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna run away.
Scissor sword is like a holy sword.
Fire.
So it's
Fire. Fire. Fire.
fire.
Bla-
Oh yeah,
blaze,
sizzle.
blaze is holy.
Why was I thinking? Yeah, it's late. I can just make every stupid mistake I want and just blame it on that, right?
That's why I have a better PB than you.
Slightly.
2 minutes. That's why I haven't PB'd in like a year. Rip.
F.
And that is a thing that's a lot of speedrunners run against. Like, they don't PB for a year, they take a tiny break or something, or they do something else. They come back and they PB like 4, 5, 6 times in a row. That's what I had last year, and ever since I haven't been able to. Ooh, might be getting.
If played.
Ooh.
Damn.
So that's not the 50% health, it's
it's
the 25% health. which at this point, combined with my Gorgon Rock, which is 1/8.
And Gades.
And
Yeah,
Gades.
that's a kill.
No, it's not
Oh?
yet. No, I don't have Trick. It's not
Wait,
yet.
then you have to rely on the free.
It's not a free kill by
I
definition.
mean, Zeppy free.
But it's a good pickup.
I will definitely take it. And if it is also very rare, I think.
Yeah, you can only get it from floor 60, and then if you would clear every floor perfectly, you have like a
12%.
calculated chance of like 25% of actually finding one.
I thought 2.5.
Oh, per chest? That's,
Chest.
yeah, that could be possible. I don't know. Creek once told me that it was like a 25.
Oh, and a laser blow. Wow.
That's also a really good weapon. He basically told me that there was like a 25% chance that you actually end up finding one in a normal like hundo.
Yeah. Fundo.
Yeah, so different categories. We haven't really talked about that yet. I hope they will separate the manipulated runs with the normal runs at one point. Discussion has been going on about that. Other than that, we have the any percent like we're running. You have the 100%, which basically means that you check every room, grab every chest, and kill every monster. That takes like 4.5, 5 hours. You have the reject %, which is the bad characters. Then you have the reject 100%, and if you really, really hate yourself, you do Iris %. So.
And Providence %.
And of course, I got the record in the two memeiest of the categories: the reject 100% and the Iris %. I don't know. The reject 100% I've tried once and I got the world record. So
Oh yeah,
I'm
and
very proud of it.
and we also have ACAC, all characters Ancient Cave, which means you have to go through the Ancient Cave with all characters. Yeah, this is easy as it sounds. And you have to kill the jelly twice.
That's like the newest category that we got going on
Yeah.
now. It's pretty fun. And then you also have a category which is called Providence %. I haven't talked about Providence yet. Providence is the item that allows you to teleport out of the dungeon. See, that was the out.
Yeah.
It allows you to teleport out of the dungeon. And Providence % basically means that you try to find that item as quickly as possible and then teleport out. That's it. I don't like it. It's incredibly it's probably the heaviest on RNG out of all the runs.
Yeah, you have to hope that you get easy floors with less enemies, close to the door. It's
Close to stairs indeed.
yeah, that's what I mean. Why did I say door?
It's late.
It's late. Just like I said, I can blame it on everything now.
Always blame everything except yourself. Ooh, he's
Exactly.
still asleep. That's good. So because he's moving up and down, I know that he's asleep. If he's like moving horizontally really quickly, I don't know, he's paralyzed. If he's confused, you can't tell. That's a bit annoying. Other status effects, they can have poison, which can actually soft lock your game.
Oh really?
Yep. If the enemy dies from poison, the last enemy dies of poison, then the game doesn't register that the enemy actually died. So if you can then input all your commands, right? If you then attack, the game is in this state of I want to attack an enemy, but there's no enemy. I don't know what I do. I crash.
Great.
Good game.
That's great.
Good game. I'm so glad I didn't softlock yet on this run.
Oh, that will be
I
a
have two more
treat.
floors. You know what? Throw an Iris item in there.
I just want to say the memeiest thing what could happen now is just get a
Fourth Iris item.
get
yeah.
another Iris item and then immediately softlock after, and then it's the perfect
That would be
showcase run.
The perfect end. Yeah. It had everything: laughter, tears,
Lot of tears.
Uh-oh. I need to go backwards through all these teleporters again. I hate teleporters. They are easily my least movement pattern, other than the samurai.
Samurai, yeah, and Eyeballs.
Well, yeah, and the enemies they just keep chasing you endlessly. Yeah, I gotta name those two, I guess. But the Archfiends.
Archfiends. Red Mimics.
He was looking to the right side, so I was fine. I knew I was fine, but I still don't want to run into them. What are you going to do? Yeah, okay. This is annoying. I hate you. Go move over there. Walk into the corner, all the way to like the bottom of the room, and just stay there. Don't move to the right. You're not invited.
Wow, rude. That's why he's always constantly being there.
That's
like-
why he tries to get in front
Yeah.
of me. Yeah, he's like skipping the line, man. Oh, you gotta
Oh,
be kidding!
dude, that
Hey,
sucks.
That's one for the Asian Cave Convention
Discord, yeah.
Discord channel. Nice, dude. Okay,
Yeah, I'm going to put my controller down.
and
It's
I
the last few
7
floors.
minutes. I'm going over estimates because of this room. By like 5 minutes, probably. Okay, what I want these dragons to do is that they bonk into each other, and that I can actually like take one off. So I can like snipe one of them. So if this bottom guy now moves left,
Nice.
that's one.
Oh,
That's not good. I can play, say, like cheesy. So I can't confuse or coma or anything of those. I can put them to sleep. I can only use deadlies. That's all I can do with them. So laser blow. I need to equip my laser blow for the next one.
yeah.
I use a terror ball. I defend. I
Perish.
use perish, and I use a deadly. That's a 50, 25, and 80. Or 80, 25, 50.
Yeah.
In this order.
Let's see. Please hit. So I have a terrible.
I would have loved to save the terror ball.
Yeah. We don't know what the other dragons are, so
They could be worse. They could
they
be
could be double
goldies.
goldies, goldie normal
Yeah,
dragon.
we
but
got past the one.
that's
already.
already good.
Can I kill this? It's two.
Yes,
Yes, I can
two.
kill
So
this.
definitely. Yeah. Okay. Should be done with.
They attack twice. They can summon all kind of nasties. They are bad.
Yeah.
Just want to dispose of them as quickly as possible.
They can. They also have destroy or perish. And even at least they have an insta kill ability. You do not want to deal with them. They're
hurt.
awful.
13 miracles.
Holy crap.
Okay. Laser blow on you. Oh, laser blow on you. I'm not gonna equip. If I equip my deadly sword, I don't have a kill. If I equip the deadly sword, I don't have a kill. If I don't equip the deadly sword, I take a serious risk, but I have a kill. I really want to kill.
Okay, let's go then.
So I say we YOLO it.
And with a have a kill, he means have a kill at the Master Jelly.
Yeah.
Just to. Might be confusing for new players.
I should have been one more left. I made a mistake. If they move to the right and they lock me into that wall and they attack me, I'm done. Like, I need them to just keep moving left and bonk into each other, and that's tough. He needs to move left. I need him to move up or the other one to move down.
They're not cooperating at all. Classic ending of the Asian Cave when time is running out.
Sorry for estimate, guys, but it won't be too long. Oh, it won't be too long. Like, I don't know what they are. They could be copper dragons and I'm literally sweating for no reason, or they could be goldies and I'm dead. Like, there's nothing between them. Well, silvers, but
Oh, okay.
I need to take the 50 now. I can risk it.
Yeah, you have to take the 50. Oh my god. Oh boy.
I don't have smoke ball, do I?
No. I don't think so, no.
Good start.
Less RNG. This Dread Red trick.
Good.
Oh,
Bad.
no,
Bad.
no. Oh, no.
Oh, damn. Welcome to the ancient game.
Oh, if that was going to be trick,
Welcome to the ancient cave.
Oh, such a shame. We got so close. Rip.
That's.
A shame, but you got
You
far.
don't even get music here.
That's what happens with the Asian Cave. It's brutal, as you can see.
And the worst part is, I lost my Irish treasures. I would still donate. That was the run.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
that was the run.
No. That was
Yeah.
floor 97.
97, yeah. So it
Yeah.
was very close to the end. We needed this floor and another floor. Then we will be at the jelly, but the cave wins. The
Hey,
cave
we're
always
underestimate.
wins.
Yay. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah.
But nothing I could do. Literally nothing I could do. I played right, made the right calls, and
RNG
RNG.
can happen.
I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah,
If you have any questions about the cave, if you want to join the Ace Cave Discord, if you want to
Learn the
learn
run.
the run, hit up any of the guys in chat or hit up me.
Yeah.
Hmm? Oh, hi, Pasama. I'm going to bed now, Pasama. Hey, have a good one, guys.
Have a good
Thank
one.
you.
Have a great night.
Mic's off.
All right, thank you all. Thank you both so much for showing up the run. Unfortunately, that it didn't end, but we definitely enjoyed it over here. So don't worry about it too much. You've shown an amazing run, so don't feel too bad. Up next, we've got the next game coming up from Sniper Wave. He's gonna show us Valkyrie profiles. Made me sure with the correct subtitle. Valkyrie profile, Covenant of the Plume, any percent. It's gonna be a really good run. We're gonna be setting that up in a bit, so definitely stay tuned for that. We're also gonna be playing a few ads over here, so stay tuned.